My name is Kenny McDonald, President and Chief Economic Officer of Columbus 2020. I'm the leader of a regional economic development group for an 11-county organization that does both business expansion and market attraction work for a metropolitan region. Economic development has the ability to touch so many people from a neighborhood level all the way up to national and international level, and the access and great people and companies that we get to work with every day is a true honor and pleasure. I've had a number of role models, both the leaders of the organizations that I've worked for have been fantastic. In fact, that's how I got into IEDC, was the encouragement of those folks, as well as business leaders that have chaired our organizations, the various organizations that I've worked for. Dive in. It is a incredibly diverse industry. You can work as a workforce professional, you can be a salesperson, both internationally and nationally. You can work in community development and neighborhoods if you choose to do that, and you can choose your own path, and you're only limited by your willingness to work hard. You really have access to the entire world at your fingertips, whether you're in a resource-challenged organization or a very small community, and that wasn't the case even just 20 years ago. And now through the internet and the access that we have through social media and things like that, your ability to scale and do things on a global level from wherever you are is extraordinary. Well, I'd like to say that through becoming a better professional, through organizations like IEDC, that I've brought communities together. I've brought private sector leaders and public sector leaders together, along with perhaps even academic leaders, to move communities forward. I think that the making it into what is considered a profession over the last few decades has been a huge accomplishment. So no longer is it just a volunteer effort done by local people, but something that's seen as something that you train and continue to try to master every day and practice like you would any other professional service. I feel best about the people that I've worked with, the relationships that I've built, and in particular the younger people that I have the opportunity to work with these days. Seeing them get excited about the profession and even study it at the academic level and come into the organizations that I've worked for, to me that is a big deal. At a community level, seeing the folks that are working in the different plants and offices that we locate or work with to help the companies grow is a tremendously rewarding professional activity. Well, so often the folks that benefit from the hard work of economic developers never know there is an economic development apparatus. And if you ask an economic developer, I think they would tell you that that's just fine. We prefer mostly to work behind the scenes. I think we're very, I think that's a kind of a general attitude of an economic developer, to put other people on the podium. Well, there is no goal line is perhaps the economic developer's dilemma. The economy is never good enough. The community always has work to do and moves up and down even when it's doing well. So it's important that the professional reach milestones, again, through organizations like IEDC. I think it matters that you're striving professionally to get better or master certain things and hit milestones in your own career. I think it's been almost everything. I was very lucky to be in the organization early on in my career and have the opportunity to attend annual conferences, meet other professionals, and really just have my eyes open to what the possibilities were for a career in economic development. Not something that I intended to do in my life, but as soon as I began my career, I knew that I wanted to do it forever. Once I was exposed to others that did it in a national and international scale. I think we have a long way to go. I think that the progress that we've made in just the last few decades has been quite extraordinary. And with the kind of tools that we have at our disposal, the kind of analysis that's at our fingertips now, I think that we can do, well, there'll always be trial and error, but I think we'll proceed in a much smarter and better way and be able to propel our communities even farther and faster. IEDC can have a tremendous impact on the young professional, not only exposing them to different career paths, but really inspiring them to look at the great things that people are doing in their communities around the country and around the world. I often get back on a plane going back home and think of all the other, a long list of things that I want to tackle because of the people that I meet, both at the conference itself and the networking events.